So most people will be familiar with the phrase that came out in about 2018, public money for public goods. Just so that we're all on the same page, if we unpack it a little bit, public money, that's the taxes we pay all into the central pot. And what we mean by a public good, that's something that the market doesn't pay for and that we can all benefit. So something like water quality is a good public good. We all benefit from clean water, but the market doesn't pay for that at the checkout. And it's a mantra, I would suggest, because it's been much repeated, become a sort of doctrine, and it underpinned that huge change in policy. So we had a new dawn about 2018 when it was launched. And the idea was that rather than we were going to shift our payments, which we receive, or land managers were receiving under Common Agricultural Policy, from an entitlement system where if you own the land you receive the money pretty much, to something where you base it around actions. And that was the new scheme, ELMS, Environmental Land Management Scheme, as they now call it. What that meant was there was a widening of what we were referring to as a public good under our agri-environment scheme. So before, it had really been about biodiversity, and that was the dominant part of that funding. Water quality was included under the scheme, but now we were going to include things like soil management and climate mitigation alongside landscape and access. So a much burdening and broadening of what we referred to as a public good. The focus talk about was actually we need to retain and manage things as much as we need to recreate and restore everything. And that was great. And we were going to do this through this blend of public and private money, building on the experiences of water companies, which would be involved in sort of payment for ecosystem services aspects. So that sounded all great, and we were all getting very excited, and there was a lot of enthusiasm and goodwill behind all this, right across the spectrum, and in some senses there still are. But there were challenges, and some were pretty evident at the beginning.